Could we see lower silver and gold buybacks in the coming weeks or months? I'm going to explain this. We don't know yet. I'm going to make that very clear right off the bat. So don't use this as any financial advice. Don't panic yet. It's not the time to panic. Help me out with the thumbs up, my friends. That gets the videos out to more and more people. Yes, we're fully on board with Stop the Milk campaign as well. Don't forget about the Pinbacks giveaway. You got until really Friday night to enter, my friends. I'll put that link to the video in the description or in the comment section. In the comment section below this video. Make sure if you are eligible to win, sign up. It's free. It's free to get it to your house. It's over 5 ounces of collectible silver being given away. This is a nice giveaway. Let's get into it. Could we see lower buybacks on silver and gold in the coming months? Yeah, we could. And what I mean by that, we know we're probably going to see lower interest rates in September. That's going to push the price of silver and gold up. Okay, then we got to worry about the holidays. We don't know about October, November cuts, December cuts, whatever. December's too late anyways for Christmas presents, whatever the case may be. Look, we could see, if we see an influx of selling, these coin shops, pawn shops, get over inundated. Yeah, you're going to see lower buyback prices. Right now, the ones you're seeing lower buyback prices on right now is 100-ounce silver bars, is kilo silver bars. Some gold items, foreign gold, is starting to be a lower buyback. Like some of the Australian gold. Even some of the Canadian gold, I'm seeing lower buyback prices. We're trying to hang on with the Canadian stuff. We're trying to hang on to the Canadian stuff. Some of the Britannias, gold Britannias, silver Britannias are seeing a lower buyback right now. There are some shops don't even want to touch anything foreign right now. It's going to be regional. It's going to be shop to shop. All right, that's where it's going to be. This is my friend. It's not going to be nationwide, I don't think. We're doing everything. We're watching this market very closely. We have to watch. Our owner has to watch his own piggy bank as well. If we're not moving the product, we might start refusing it. We have not refused anything in a very long time. So, with that being said, we're trying to help every single customer walk into the door. Another thing is a lower buyback right now, you see them on your screen, is graded coins. Even MS-70, they're not going that much for over raw right now. We're not paying that much over raw right now. They're just not selling at this time. It's not our big demand on graded coins. We are selling them, but we're selling them at a lower rate. So I'm glad I didn't go through all summer long trying to pick them up on eBay for the shop and whatnot. We got plenty right now. It is what it is. So I'm giving this warning now. All right, I'm seeing signs of it now. If we see an influx of silver and gold around the holidays, and I think that's going to happen. I really think that's going to happen. There's a lot of people came in this market not knowing a lot about silver and gold. And they're going to need cash quickly. And what's the first thing to go? Is your silver and gold to buy Christmas presents. I've talked about this before. I'm just giving a warning. If we see a more rate cut than a 0.25%, 1/4% basis rate cut, we're going to see silver and gold really take off. I still think we're still going to see silver and gold take off. That's going to drive up the price. That's going to trigger some selling going on. Once we get that over that 40 threshold, I think you're going to see some selling. If we get up to 42, 43, you're going to see more selling. And yes, you're going to see more selling at 50. 50 is the threshold is. I mean, in everybody's brain, it's never going to go past 50. I'm holding. All right. Me personally, I'm holding. That's my personal decision. I'm not selling for cash unless I need to. That is what I'm doing, my friends. I'm not selling it. No matter what the price does, until I need the cash or until we get into about a situation, I am not selling. We got to stack for the long haul. I'm just giving this warning because I think it's important. I think you should be known what could be coming down the pipelines. Look, as many of you guys know, and girls know, since May, I've been touting a rate cut in September since May of this year. I go back and look at my videos for the ones that have been here since May, at least. You know I've been saying September, September, September. Watch out for September. I was ahead of everybody else. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. I'm just seeing what's going on. I think, in some points, President Trump's right. I think Jerome Powell was a little too late to the game. But I don't agree with President Trump. We need a 1% rate cut here. I don't know. You can't go that far that fast. You just can't do it. We're going to have inflation no matter what, my friends. They're giving up. We need the jobs. Where are the jobs at? They're going bye-bye. We're getting into Christmas season. Next month, September, which is a week away, it started hiring season for Christmas. It really is. In retail, they start putting out jobs for the Christmas season. Start hiring process. UPS is probably going to start hiring here in the next couple weeks. FedEx is going to start hiring in the next couple weeks. And, they're just temporary jobs. Now, which stinks. Sometimes they're not temporary jobs. Sometimes they keep people on. They're that good, they keep people on. We got to plan ahead. We got to look what's coming down the pipeline. We don't know exactly what's coming down the pipeline. That's one thing we do not know in this field at all. Never know what's going to happen next. You got to plan for everything. And this is what we try to tell the customers at the shop. Plan ahead for everything. Plan for the worst. Hope for the best. And that's key in this business. That's key of holding precious metals. Precious metals are not going to get you rich, my friends. I know there's a lot of debate about that. But no, if you take inflation, I need consideration. If you use the Pepsi indicator, that is the best indicator right there. It really, really is. If you go back to 2007, which I've shown this over and over and over again on this channel, and I'll say it again on this channel because it's a good training tool for people to understand how inflation really works, how silver, especially silver, kept up with inflation for the most part. 2007, I worked at CVS. You could get 4 12-packs of Pepsi for $10. Yes, plus the tax, okay? $10.63 down here in Florida. $10.63 when they were on sale. Well, now CVS don't even have a close sale to that price. They normally, when they're on sale, they're normally 3 for $13. But you gotta go to Publix or Winn-Dixie down here in Florida. And they're normally, when they're on sale now, it's buy 2, get 2 free. But now it's like $24. You take $2 half, my friends. Back in 2007, you got your 2 Pepsis and got change back. You take $2 half now. You get not just 2 Pepsis, 4 Pepsis, 12 packs. You get the same amount of Pepsi for the same amount of silver, and you still get change back. Where are you going to get change? Where are you going to get the other $14 if you saved in cash? Where are you going to get that at? So yes, technically speaking, it's not because products have gone up. It's not because silver's gone up. Everything else has gone up, my friends. If you price it in silver, if you price food in silver alone, prices have not moved. Prices have not moved. If you price it in silver terms, you price it in dollar terms, yes. Oh, yes. Food has gone up in dollar terms, but in silver terms, it's about the same. It's about the same, if not a little bit better, actually. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks for all your silver, gold, and platinum needs, my friends. Thank you, channel sponsor Pinbacks, for sponsoring this channel, Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewer out there, because it's not possible without you. Where do we go forward next? I'm still purchasing. I'm still trying to get my Morgan in PE's dollars. Most of you folks know that already. But I'm not overpaying. And what I'm seeing out there in the marketplace, please, I'm begging people, don't overpay. If you've got questions about silver, gold, or platinum, reach out to me in my email. I don't want anybody overpaying on this channel. Don't overdo it. Don't overpay. When I'm seeing common date Morgan in peace dollars for going 37, 38, 39, even up over 40 at times, it's insane. People are over bidding on these auctions on eBay. Pinbacks can get them for less. A lot of these online deals can get them for less. Your local coin shop probably can do less too than a lot of these eBay sales. Be careful out there, my friends. You know, I do that silver market watch every single week, every single Saturday morning. And I tell you what these coins have a silver value for. I tell you every single week. Last week was 54 weeks in a row. This Saturday will be 55 weeks in a row. I've been here for you folks every step of the way. And I'm happy to do it. Yes, it takes some time to fill out those cards every single week. But it's worth it because it shows people I'm consistent on this channel without missing a week. We got to stop the melt too. Put stop the melt in the comment section, my friends. Let's get this channel built up. We're about 34 subscribers away from my goal of 7,700 subscribers by the end of the month. I think we're going to zoom past that. Help me out with the like. Get this information out. It's not the time to panic. If you have to sell, no matter what the buyback price is, you have to sell. I'm just giving this warning, what I am seeing out there in the market. I don't know if this is all going to play out this way. But we remember what happened last Christmas. There was a big influx of selling because people were worried about Christmas presents for adults. Okay? Take care of the kids this year. Don't worry about the adults in your life for Christmas presents. Take care of the kids. Help Santa out. Santa needs some help this year. All right? This is where we need to be, my friends. Take care of the kids this year. Don't worry about the adults in your life. You know, we're adults. We don't need all these gifts. We don't need all these socks and underwear and everything else like that. Don't need it this year. If you really need it, go buy it yourself then. That's what I'll say. Go buy it yourself then. But when it comes down to giving up silver for Christmas presents, it's really insane. All right, it's the most craziest thing I've seen. Look, we still have time for Christmas. Save the cash now. Put the cash away. Do that so you're not giving up your precious metals, because when this thing really comes crashing down, and I don't know when it will come crashing down, and when we have this biggest reset of our lifetimes, you're going to wish you had more silver and gold. And it's not panic to tell you go buy silver and gold now. You purchase as you can, my friends. Don't worry about the Joneses. Don't worry about who has what. You got to take care of yourself and your family when it comes to precious metals. You know, this is not a race. Who can get more the quickest. This is about your life. This is about your planning ahead. And it's exactly what we tell the customers at the shop. Everybody's different. You know, I get asked, how much silver, how much gold should I own? That's up to you. It's based on your finances. I can't give anybody a direct, yeah, there's some math out there. I've done some math where you do 20% of your, but people can't afford 20% sometimes of the income every single month. It's a math game, okay? Add up all your bills. And this is for silver specifically. Add up all your bills. And I mean everything. I mean even your Starbucks coffee. I don't give you spend 15 cents somewhere. You gotta add it all up. And I'm talking about car insurance. I'm talking about home insurance. I'm talking about car payments if you have them. Mortgage if you have it. Rent payment. All your food. If you buy something for $1 out of the vending machine, you gotta add that in. I'm talking everything across the board. So you add it all up. You divide that by the current silver. I use the futures price. Divide that by the futures price. Whatever it is when you look at it. And this is just in general math. Then what you want to do is add 20%. That will give you an ounce total. Times that by at least 12 months. At least 6 months. 18 months if you want to. That is how many ounces you should be having in your stack for how long you think this crisis is going to last for. And that we don't know. I use 18 months. But you're also going to add in another 10% or so for emergencies. Car breaking down, whatever. People get sick, they got to go to the hospital. Kid breaks their leg, has to go to the hospital. Whatever the case may be. So you're going to budget for emergencies as well. So that number could look very big to you. And it is for most people. In ounces. Once you start times it by a year or 18 months or even 2 years, that number can look pretty gosh darn big. Don't get scared of that number. It don't mean you have to have that. That is just a math base because we don't know. All right? Nobody knows the future. That's the thing in a nutshell. But you got to plan for everything in case. I just use the 18-month threshold for me, and I still don't have enough. All right? For what I need. So that's why I'm still stacking. If the crap hits the fan tomorrow, am I in trouble? No, not right off the bat. Will I be in trouble in 17 months from now? 18 months from now? 12 months from now? Could be. But we don't know. All right, that's the thing in a nutshell. We don't know. So keep stacking, my friends. You got questions, you know where to reach me. My email's in every single description of every single video. Thank you to channel sponsor Pinbacks once again for sponsoring my channel, Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewers out there, because this is not possible without you. Don't forget the thumbs up. Don't forget about the Pinbacks giveaway. I'll put that link to that video in the comments section below the screen, my friends. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you sign up. Who wouldn't want over 5 ounces of collectible silver for absolutely nothing? I ship it to you for free. You just have to live in the United States. You gotta be subscribed. It's easy to win. I make it very easy on this channel. Good luck to all of you. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out.